Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First play and a first pass from Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk to one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Herbert on first down now. And he he whips that one incomplete there. The Chargers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season,
touchdown Chargers! Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Moore, the man in motion. On second down, Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook on the gut, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
These two teams all tied after one. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's Cook again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Murray now. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 23-yard run. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Charger drive about to get going.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 39-yard line.
From the 39,
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
and he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
But the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it worthwhile for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert, he's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Play action. Now it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Final minute now in the third quarter. From the 35 on second down, Murray steps away. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 35 yards.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
Bills 21, Chargers 13. Tyler Bass is the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Buying time to his left.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Patrick. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The Chargers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert out left. He's got it to Everett. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. So this now 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Touchdown, Bills! That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dancing to his left.
And this one complete to Doolin.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Gonzalez good on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? But wait till you hit the 2-minute warning. So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lane, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
They'll run with Gibson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
42, Chargers 27.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Herbert to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along,
If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
8 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw it. Murray. And returns it right back to... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
To Guyton.
And some space here.
And he'll have a first down here up past the 30, but he's brought down in bounds.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Throwing Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free.
But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now Herbert.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year.